The Minnesota Vikings should and could be in on cornerback at the number 12 overall selection in the 2022 NFL Draft starting on Thursday. Now, Sauce Gardner, going to be long gone. Maybe Derek Stingley goes in the top 10. I think that after his medicals had checked out, I think there's a good chance that he does. But say the Vikings stick and pick at 12 and Sauce is gone and Stingley is gone. Trent McDuffie, I love, man. The pride of Washington. He just gets after it. He's tenacious. He's a great zone cornerback, as well as I think that he does have the traits to be a man corner as well. So we'll get into that. And our guy Daniel Jeremiah, Move the Sticks, NFL Network draft analyst, he put out a tweet over the weekend really talking about not like safe picks, but like dead center, good to go, feeling great about it. So he, this is what he tweeted, quote, "Fairway picks for me." So that's what he's talking about. Straight down the middle, no muss, no fuss. Aiden Hutchinson, the edge rusher from Michigan. Trent McDuffie, corner from Washington. And Zion Johnson, the interior offensive lineman from Boston College. That's right. In a draft with a ton of uncertainty, I'd sleep well drafting those three guys. And there are a lot of boomer bust prospects in this draft, just like every single draft. And, there's talk, all these buzzwords about NFL ready or safe pick or blah, blah, blah. Matt Khalil was an NFL ready safe pick in 2012. That one didn't work out. But some of the picks. So fairway pick, you find yourself in the middle, you're going to be good to go, setting up for a second shot. But some holes, it's like, hey, I can get to the green in one if I just hit it over the water. But also there's a slope on the back, so it's like it could run off the green, but it's whatever. As opposed to just trying to hit it down the fairway and then get up to the green in two. But down the middle, I'm certainly okay with that. And Aiden Hutchinson, even though Travon Walker may have a higher ceiling and Hutchinson is already approaching his ceiling, he's a pretty damn good player, man. He can certainly get after it. Zion Johnson, for me, I think is the best guard in the draft. I like Kenyon Green. I love Zion Johnson. I've loved him for a number of years. I love the flexibility. Played some tackle. He worked at center at the Senior Bowl. I think that he's just an absolute rock-solid, fantastic interior offensive lineman. And McDuffie, for me, so I feel like there's been a little bit of unnecessary hate from Vikings fans on Trent McDuffie. Now, part of it is love for Sauce and Stingley, where you talk about the greatness of one thing while punching down on a comparison or a competitor. You don't need to do that. Like, you can say, I love Sauce, I love Stingley, I love McDuffie, I love Booth, I love McCreary, I love Gordon, etc. You can do all of those things. And I think Vikings fans, to a degree, are snake bit. And this is really stupid to me. So, drafting shorter corners in the first round. You look at Mike Hughes, you look at Jeff Gladney, both of them did not work out for various reasons. And then they look at McDuffie, it's like, oh, he's not going to work out. He'll be just like Mike Hughes or Jeff Gladney because he's short. It's such stupid, obtuse logic. It's just like, hey, you can't draft Tyler Linderbaum because Garrett Bradbury didn't work out. No, scout each individual player. What does Garrett Bradbury's failures have to do with Tyler Linderbaum? Absolutely nothing. Do you go in and watch the film? Do you see that he plays a great leverage, great anchor, former champion high school wrestler, just getting after, former defensive lineman too, by the way, where he learned low man wins, and Linderbaum carries that over to his offensive line play. But I digress there. And with McDuffie, you automatically see, oh, he's got short arms. Oh, he ran an average 40. He's not running a 4.3, blah, blah, blah. But he gets it. He just gets after it, man. He's just an absolute phenomenal football player. There's a lot of Jair Alexander in his game. We've already called him ad nauseum the 5'11" Antoine Winfield Sr., and he just gets it, man. And the knock against him is that he doesn't play a ton of press man, but he has the traits. Like, he has great closing speed, great instincts, great hips. He can do that. Whereas compared to Sauce, who played like 95% of his snaps in press man, it's like, oh, hey, go get that guy. Stingley, to a large degree, played man as well. And just because he hasn't been asked to do that doesn't mean that he isn't capable of that. It's just like Justin Jefferson, where maybe some idiots like myself back in 2020, it's like, hey, Jefferson can only play in the slot because that's what he did at LSU. But no, he's a fantastic all-around wide receiver, can play outside, can play the X, Z's, the slot, whatever. And that's, I think, a similar thing with McDuffie, is that hands down, he's the best zone cornerback in the draft because that's what he was asked to play in Washington's defense. It doesn't mean that he doesn't have the skills to be a press man dude, but they played cover three shell quite a bit, so that's what he excelled at. So I'm in. I'm fully in on McDuffie, man. And also, DJ added this one up. Woke up to 5 different texts from GMs, personnel directors, all basically asked the same thing. How many quarterbacks go before we pick? All from teams of strong quarterbacks, hoping they all go. And a bunch of the insiders have said the same thing, where teams are asking how many quarterbacks are going to go, because beep, bop, 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 boop, that means that another talented non-quarterback is going to fall. And I think there could be a mini run on quarterbacks, even though this is not seen as a premier quarterback class. The quarterback tax is real. And you could say, well, I'll just wait till next year and then take a quarterback next year. Okay. What if the GMs or coaches aren't guaranteed to be in a job next year? You look at Fritterer. You look at some of these other jabronis. So I think that Malik Willis certainly could be in play at 2 for the Lions. I think that the Panthers will certainly take a quarterback at 6. Maybe the Falcons get into the Derby. Maybe the Seahawks as well. And that would be fantastic, because that would just push more and more talent down the board, especially with the Vikings sitting pretty at 12. And it say that a quarterback does get to 12, and the Saints potentially want to move up, or the Steelers want to leapfrog the Saints and get all up in there, get all up in that business. Maybe the Eagles are completely sold on Jalen Hurts, even though I like me some Jalen Hurts, but say if they get one of the better quarterbacks that are available at 12, say Kenny Pickett gets there, say etc. Do they make a move? I don't really know, but either way, long way of saying I love me some Trent McDuffie. Daniel Jeremiah loves him some Trent McDuffie as well. So I'm sold. TMC, TMD. Whatever. We'll figure it out. But your thoughts are thoughts. Daniel Jeremiah loves Trent McDuffie. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.